to just maintain a really physical game, to slow the momentum for the Athenians making their way into the attacking third, which I think is going to be inevitable tonight.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. Now you hear the voice of Katie Goodman.
Circulation coming up from Mia all the way to the outside back. Let's see what we do with it here. If we can really build out of the back, that's such a great telltale sign. Sure, you have a really good quality meal that's not too high in sugar, that's not too carby. You're staying really, really hydrated.
Piper gets ahead to it. Martinez challenges for the second ball. And here's Emma Bates. Physical battle in the middle of the field, and she needed some help there as it's turned over to Ashley Castro. But Bates quickly back on it. I've seen that very often.
You know, now that you mention it, I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out. Hey, why not let him be creative, right? Keep things interesting.
Shade in the middle of the pitch here where Martinez is picking up all kinds of space. Here's Emma Bates picking up the ball. Combination. The Hornets doing just enough that time to repel the attack. Chivima keeps the pressure on, winning the ball back.
Getting cleats to chalk, which opens up all of those 1-2s on the left side. It looks like they're swinging it here.
Want to make her forward down the left wing there. Definitely showing her attacking quality of late. Here's Bates taking on another shot from distance, and Mariah Scott's going to have to be on watch all evening. That's already 2 shots from the outside for the Australians. 1 goal this season came from just about that range on a free kick on opening night. I know she has the quality and the technique. When I was putting together the highlights for her, announcing her signing, pretty much all of her goals coming from that kind of range. So we're just yet to see that highlight reel banger from Emma Bates, but got the feeling it's coming, maybe even today.
I'd love to see it. So I expect nothing less of her to be saving a lot of these early goals, but we'll have to see how things pan out in the second half.
Throw in taken by Villalobos. Start with the throw in on the far side. Athenians win back possession with men going long. Emma Bates will drop this one back to Shumbima, who's seen a lot of the ball. Given time now to drive forward, we're offside. And goes short. Time on the ball for Bates. Forward for Ayala, Maker and Ayala both on the score sheet. Sometimes it's difficult in a summer league to quickly build that chemistry within the team. So when you bring 3-4 players that have played together consistently back here, just on the edge of the circle in the middle, and Bates finds him. Emma Bates swings it in towards the back post, and looks like it was Ayala who got ahead to it. Lined it up. Kind of seen that, the ball rolling out of play pretty frequently here in the early action.
Perfect ball to Emma in the middle.
To Emma again, Emma Bates now wide for Wanamaker. And looks like she's trying to pick out a teammate, Ayala.
At the moment, in the Southwestern Conference at the moment. So I think they're handling it well and
able to recover possession. How difficult is it on the Athenian side right now? Okay, you played in a couple.
So a lot of that starts with the defense, coming out with speed. And as we've noticed here, there's been a couple of turnovers in our attacking third, but the Hornets haven't really been able to capitalize.
Put on the gas even when you've scored as many goals as you have here, just 35 minutes in.
Exactly. It also gives pressure, but a little bit of wiggle room as well to work with.
Here's Bates, able to recover possession, as she so often does, as the defense was still not set up yet. They're looking to do so here straight from the set piece, and it's a chance for Clarksdale this week. It's Piper whose versatility is being tested. Bates ahead to Martinez, who's got 8 back to Chimbima, and a deft touch there to evade the pressure from Hatfield. Chimbima's had her best game in purple and white so far through the opening.
Behind on that one, but we do have a throw-in nonetheless, so let's see what we can do with it.
Wanamaker arcs it in, had 2 water breaks and 4 goals. I'd imagine it'd be at least a couple of minutes. Center back partner. Space now for Bates. May shape to shoot here, and she does. This one bending towards the back post. Wow. A terrific save by Scott. Still not cleared here as the Hornets smuggle it back to the goalkeeper. And the pressure high up the field from Bretzer. Wins a turnover that time for San Antonio. Here's Ayala. Looks like it's Megan Doyle leading the line once again. The number 11 up there alongside Melanie. Second half is the sun setting here at Soccer Central. We don't have to deal with that.
So it's not a surprise that she's in there in that battle in the final third.
Yeah, only player to score last season and this season for the Hornets. Got them onto a good start in their opening
Interesting
game.
point of what if two teams from every conference were able to make their way into
Sunset rather nice to look at now, Katie.
Right,
Especially as
it's
the temperature
not,
starts to dip.
yeah, not
Doyle, who was the starter. Bates bounces this one. 3 captains this year. Bahi, the main one, but also helped out by Emma Ruiz and Ashley Newland, who's dealing with an injury right now, not out on the field like she'd like to be.
great move there. I think as you tend to spend a lot of time in the attacking third, it can stagnate very easily.
It'll be a goal kick for Wilderman, who goes short, gets it back from Clarkson. Bates has all the time in the world there in midfield to turn. Still managed to clear the halfway line. Bates back to Ruiz. Ruiz back to Bates. The Emma midfield controlling this game. Piper nearly blocking the clearance. It's Ella Hammond set to check in. Here's Brooke Martinez, rolls it forward. Nice flick there over the head of Emma Ruiz, but Bates on hand to help out her midfield partner. Communication maybe, as there's been a lot of chopping and changing on the back line. Pretty much everyone besides Jim Beema's in a new role since the halftime break. Ultimately, Wilderman not called into action. Here's a great ball forward from Bates, and Hammonds has found space, rolls it into the path of Eden Bretzer. Is this the moment for Eden Bretzer? No, denied again by Scott. Terrific.
Her face was probably the same color as her hair. It was so hot, and she had her pickle juice out like she does every game, trying to recover.
For Bretzer, couldn't hold it. Back on the ball. Bates, silky in midfield, but Brooke Martinez caught on it, and Castro rolls it short. Ball into the penalty area, miscontrolled that time by Trevino. Good idea, but execution not there that time for the Hornets.
That's a tough one to do against the Athenians.
Combination up the right side. Newland cuts it back here. Foster goes on the overlap. Here's Emma Bates. All kinds of space now for Emma Bates. She'll shape to shoot, and what a goal that is for the Australian.
Wowza!
Into the top corner, and there's nothing the goalkeeper could do about it. Emma Bates, a couple of siders in the first half, but she finds her range there to make it 6, a familiar scoreline for the Athenians up against the back.
So let's see if anything changes here on out.
Here's Bates pivoting and finding Foster. If nothing else, getting minutes for younger players as well. We got Brooke Martinez, Foster, and Hammonds all in the field. And minutes her own age group is completely dominant, and then she gets the opportunities to come into these games. Obviously a very physical introduction to the game there as Bretzer's flick around the corners just off the mark. But it's a learning experience for her, and eventually when she goes on to play the quality of Emma Bates. Here she goes, and this one right at the goalkeeper and nearly spilled as that one was struck with venom. Completely solid at the back, in addition to some really good distribution. I don't think really anyone in purple and white's. Bates with time. Bahi encouraged to make her way forward, and a great ball pinpoint out to Sarah Bahi.